We had news that came that the lady national team of the netball side of things came back home with a bronze medal. They did well. This was an African continental championship. So we'll hear more about that. And I've got the guests here in studio, and one of my favorite players there within that particular team, the Gems, is here. Felicitas, how are you?
I'm good, thanks, and you?
It's good to see you, eh? It's been such a long time.
Yeah, it is.
I was talking to Joe. Joe Gombera is joining us also. He's from Netbank. Remember, they are the guys that are actually backing the Gems and making sure that they are covered in everything. Good morning, Joe.
Good morning, Chief.
Good. As I was telling you, I interviewed her when she was still at school.
Wow.
Playing. She was an upcoming player. Now she's a senior player.
She's the captain. Captain, fantastic.
Could I be that old?
Actually, 10 years back.
Yeah.
It's about 10 years back, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
10 years.
Was it? Yeah, the
That was
Region 5
2014.
Games, it's exactly 10 years.
Yeah.
Wow. Welcome back 10 years later. It's good to see you. So I'm going to start with you, Felicitas. What a tournament for you guys there. Must have been tough. Must have been tough. But we were expecting something slightly more than a bronze, I must say, at least from a sports perspective, because we know what you guys are capable of.
Yeah, true.
How was the tournament?
Okay, it was a big tournament and a tough one, and we had teams that are highly ranked than us, which was South Africa, Uganda, Malawi, and of course us, the Gems, because I think we have been fourth in the region for quite some time now. And I can say the competition was very stiff. Every team came there prepared, and I'm glad that we managed to have a podium finish.
Wow, a fantastic podium finish. But how does it feel now that you won the bronze? I mean, it's something that's really huge, actually. Yeah,
we are very, very excited. What I can say is playing against those nations all the time, the best that we could have brought out previously was at least finishing fourth. And I'm glad that we managed to win against Malawi and Uganda. And of course, Malawi was the best one because since Zimbabwe netball was in the picture, we have never won against Malawi. So,
wow.
Yes, that was a historic moment.
That's congratulations for that one there. But the game against Namibia was the 10 of everything, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
A tough match indeed.
Yeah, I can say, of course, netball is very brutal because when we have those tournaments, we play daily. And I can say fatigue was now tripping in. And of course, being away from home. Although I would say, Zimbabwe has never hosted any netball tournament. So I would say we are kind of like used to play away from home. But I can say we just lost momentum as a team. And if you can ask me what really went wrong, to be honest, like just a lot went on. And I think that was actually good pressure maybe from Namibia, just that made us fall. But it was for a good purpose because when we faced Malawi, we were now, more prepared of what netball could bring us in that particular tournament. And I'm glad we managed to push through.
Yeah, fantastic stuff. But, I've always said, I think on record here on television and on radio as well, that I think netball is one of the most organized sports in Zimbabwe. And it shows with the team as well. You guys were out in Ireland, was it? Before this?
Yeah, exactly.
And it was a good preparation, I guess.
Yeah, so I think as compared to the other teams that we're playing, I'm glad that we managed to get some competition, though we didn't bring the result that we would have wanted maybe at the County Cup. But I think it's the County Cup that played a bigger role in terms of, what the performance that we displayed at the recent African Cup. And just grateful to Netbank for making that journey a success, because probably if we hadn't gone for that County Cup, probably we would have finished 5th or 6th.
I believe so. It gets the team to gel together. It gets the team to understand each other, to know each other even better. And as you progress, it makes life easier.
Yeah. But, I can say since 2019, the team is kind of like in a process of rebuilding. We're always like having new faces and the likes. And I think now the team is comprised of most of our under 21s who, unfortunately, they didn't qualify this year. It's very unfortunate for the 2025 Youth World Cup. But having them injected in the team and having to play at the Celtic Cup kind of like made us have those chemistries that we were looking for. And it worked out. And I would like to say as well, thumbs up to the Zimbabwe Netball Association for working hard for us to get here. I know things have been really, really tough before, getting sponsorship from Nedbank, where they even sponsor, a local league, which is something that we have been yearning for as a netball fraternity. So it seems like the future is really, really bright.
Future is bright indeed, and of course you always need a partner to work with. Congratulations, Joe. You guys came through for the team and you've been with them, you've stuck with them. How does it feel now that they've got this bronze medal?
No, at Nedbank we are really beaming with pride. But what I want to hasten to say is this is a result of a well thought out intervention in terms of netball. For us, what is key is sustainability. So we've been in the trenches investing in grassroots development. The captain mentioned that there is a pipeline coming from the under 21.
Yeah.
We also sponsor the under 21 gems when they go for different tournaments. And we also sponsor, like what the captain said, the Nedbank Premier Netball League, where we are creating an ecosystem that feeds into the national team. So what is critical for us is making sure that there is a pipeline into the national team. So it's not just an event or tournament-based sponsorship, but it starts from the grassroots and is sustainable.
Very interesting that you say that. You always say you see money differently, right?
Yes.
So now you see
we
sport
see sport differently. So it's about sustainability, creating an ecosystem.
Absolutely.
That perpetuates into the future. Yeah. So for us, we are really super excited to be associated with the Gems. They are carrying our brand with pride, and we're excited about that partnership with the Zimbabwe Netball Association.
Tell me, what then motivated you guys to sponsor the team?
It's twofold, Chief Coach. We are a brand that is synonymous with promoting sporting excellence. If you look at the various markets we operate in Africa, you go across the borders to South Africa, we've got the Nedbank Cup, the biggest soccer tournament with 64 teams. If you go to Namibia, we've got the Desert Dash. And if you come back to Zimbabwe, we're not just into netball. We sponsor the junior sables, the senior sables. We've got the Nedbank Rugby Challenge, which is an annual tournament. We are in the cycling scenario where we sponsor the Tour de Great Dyke. We also sponsor the running club, the likes of Isaac Mpofu, Mike Fokorani. So we are deeply rooted in promoting sporting excellence. The second aspect is, in line with the SDG 5, we want to empower the girl child. We want to see girls playing netball. It's a widespread sport across the country. And we want to create professional players coming out from there that can be able to extract a livelihood from playing sport. So for us, we see the bigger picture. That's why we invest from the grassroots, because it's gratifying to see the girl child becoming a professional, netball player, and promoting that sporting excellence. Zimbabwe is awash with sporting talent, and we are there in the grassroots to make sure that we develop that sport and we see professional sports person emanating from our intervention.
Very interesting. Now we are talking to Felista Skangwa. She is with the Gems, one of the senior players there, and she leads the team as the captain there. And of course, we've got Joe Gombera, who heads the marketing activities at Nedbank, and they are the sponsors of the Gems. And the Gems have just returned home with a brand spanking bronze medal that they won at the recent tournament that pitted all the African countries. And remember, we are now ranked, well, we're still ranked 4th, but we are number 3 essentially in the continent. I like that, and it's a big thing. Now, what are the future initiatives that are you looking at getting into, Joe, with sport, in particular netball?
Yeah, like I said earlier on, our sponsorship of netball is not event or tournament based. We are backing the grassroots. We'll continue sponsoring the Premier Netball League so that we create a pipeline, the junior teams, under 21, and of course they are the senior team. And we've got our eyes on the 2027 World Cup that will happen in Sydney. We want to make sure that the girls are adequately prepared and resourced in terms of giving a great performance. Like what she has alluded to, we've already overcome high-ranked teams. Like I think Uganda is ranked 6th in the world.
Yeah.
And then you've got Malawi ranked 7th. And when they went to Scotland as well, they were able to beat Northern Ireland, which is ranked, is it 8th or 9th?
They're 9th.
They're 9th in the world. So we are expecting some changes when the next rankings are announced. Probably we'll have made some progress.
We have to have made progress.
To do that, yeah. Our eyes are on the Sydney Games as well in 2027. And apart from making sure we've got a competitive team, we want to make sure we've got a competitive league as well, and we've got a competitive junior team that can also go to various tournaments and give impressive performances. Yeah, so we are excited, with our partnership with netball, and we want to see more girls becoming professional players and deriving a livelihood from the sport. Yes.
So as we wrap this up, Joe, what would be your final words to the potential clients, that bank with Nedbank, who are doing so ever well in their own right, because they're part of the family that is supporting these huge...
As well as say Nedbank, Chief Court, we are money experts who do good. And I'm sure every customer out there, current customers and potential customers, would love to do business with a bank that is firmly entrenched in the aspirations of our people in Zimbabwe. We want to do good in the spaces that we are operating in, and you want to be to be part of that initiative. You are a Nedbank client. I'm sure you are proud to be associated with a brand.
I definitely am.
She's also a Nedbank client. Recently, she signed up for our latest product, our Nedbank Visa Gold card. So when she's traveling, she's just tapping. There's now near field communication where you don't have to swipe the card. So our card has got that capability. You just tap and go.
It's a scary experience, let me tell you. Because whenever you do that, it's just a ding, and then instantly the message comes to the phone. The money's gone.
We have put in safety measures as well. There's a particular limit when you're tapping.
Of course. That would be great. But I think that will work very well in areas like toll gates and stuff, because there's such an inconvenience, especially now that there's more traffic as we go to Christmas.
Festive season.
So
you just tap and go. You don't need to give the toll gate officer your card. They just bring out their POS, tap
to that, and that's gone. That's done. Fantastic. Joe, thank you so much for making it, my brother. We really appreciate you as always. And we definitely are the Nedbank family here at ZT and Prime. And of course, Felistas, it's great seeing you. It's been such a long time.
Yeah, it was actually good to see you too.
Yeah.
Hope to see you again.
And all the best. What is the next big thing now? You want to take a rest for the holidays?
Obviously take a rest for the holidays, and I believe there are more tours planned by Nedbank for us to go as we prepare for the 2027 World Cup.
Okay. So we prepare for the 2027 World Cup, and here we are preparing to leave you in a bit, but we'll probably be going for some coffee with Joe and Felista somewhere fancy, I think, and Joe will do the tapping. I am sure of that.
With the Nedbank Visa Gold card.
Of course. So be sure to open your account there with Nedbank as well.
Konapo, ipapo, ba ZTN Prime, DSTV channel 294, the place to be.